Islam, Islam, Islam. I give praise to Allah, honor to His holy prophet, Noble Ali. I give honor to the forerunner of the prophet, Noble Ali, Brother Marcus Mosiah God. I give honor to all of the true and the faithful members of this Moorish Science Temple of America. I give special honor to my body. I give honor to my physical body. Because without this physical body, I would not be able to function here on the plane of things made manifest. I would not be able to experience life as I've come to know it. I would not have had the blessed opportunity to grow and unfold as does a bud unfolds to show the flower. I want to talk about the body, the soul, and the spirit. Without a doubt or contradiction, every single solitary member of the Moorish Science Temple of America knows that man has a body, a soul, and a spirit. The Prophet Noble Ali teaches us this. And he also teaches us all about these things, all about them. When you read the Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, it speaks in depth about how the physical body, when healthy, expresses a perfect soul. Here, right here in this world where we live at, it says that health calleth her forth to show her loveliness, which is the soul, the soul. All right? What is so lovely about the soul? Well, our soul is constituted of our heart and our mind. All right? All of the things that we can imagine, all of the compassion that we can feel, all of the selfless contributions that we endeavor to take part in originate in our soul, in our hearts, and in the workshop of our mind. These things are not called forth into the real world where other people within the bands of society might benefit from these things, but through our physical body. All right? What brings about the urging inside of us to give these parts of ourselves to a world that's not actually paying attention to what you got going on, because the public is unstable and ungrateful. So ones is not really necessarily paying attention to what you're doing. Most people are not in the position in their life right now today to appreciate what you have done or what you will do. And yet and still, you and I are urged by our spirit to contribute. And all of these things happen simultaneously right now. Okay? The soul plane is not a plane that exists outside of us. It is not somewhere where we go when life is done. I want to call the Moors remembrance into aid. The Holy Quran of the Moorish Science Temple of America says that if life of man at any time began, a time will come when it will end. The thoughts of Allah cannot be circumscribed. No finite mind can comprehend things infinite. Later it tells us that man is a thought of Allah. All thoughts of Allah are infinite. They are not measured up by time. So the things that are concerned with time begin and end. So you and I are infinite things. And we will find it forever difficult and impossible to understand ourselves if we are to observe ourselves from a finite point of view. Meaning that there is some ending to our existence. Meaning that in order for us to experience the greater and the better parts of ourselves, we have to die. That is not true. That is not true. Man cannot die, boys. Spirit man is one with Allah. Therefore, he cannot die. Now let's put this into context. What does it mean to be one with Allah? All right? The truth cannot change, nor does it pass away. Allah is the ultimate truth. Remember, in the light of all, Allah is all. So there's no changing to Allah. There's no changing part. Allah don't have no new parts. So since you and I are parts of Allah, we are not new parts of Allah. We always was. Allah has always had a part of himself that is you. He has always had the part of himself that is I. When the prophet Jesus said that I speak to you with much delight, I speak to you concerning life, the brotherhood of life. The universal Allah is one, yet he is more than one. All things are one. By the sweet breath or the sweet spirit of Allah, all life is bound in one. All life is bound in one infinite continuum. Okay? There is no death. There is no passing away from the physical form to experience the soul. No. Without your soul, you would not be an individual. Without my soul, I would not be here today driving down this highway, having this discussion with whoever's listening. Because there would be no individual thoughts. There would be no me caring. There would be no me endeavoring to learn and understand myself to this degree or to any degree. Okay? As far as I am concerned, it is important that we get to know ourselves. Get to know our soul. Get to know our soul. Because I personally believe that it is our greatest resource. It is our greatest resource. It does not matter how much money. It does not matter what you have, what you own. If you do not have a mind to employ it aright, it don't matter what you got. But when you work to cultivate the mind with knowledge, to attain virtue, see, the mind is exalted, the heart is exalted. As a matter of fact, to gain entrance into your heart is to be able to go into the kingdom where God lives, sit down or lay down or just place your hand into his hand and to experience a knowing unlike any other knowing and to unlock powers unlike any other powers. When the Holy Quran speaks about Jesus being a light unlike the light of the sun, and then Jesus spoke to us all, and he said that you are the light of the world. Now, to what degree does this light shine? To what degree does this light provide the ability to see in the dark to the people around you? That is reliant upon you unfolding into the best version of yourself. And that requires a knowing of the self. In the chapter The Soul of Man, we are told to search it by its faculties and to know it by its virtues, its powers, its faculties, the heart, the mind. These two individual parts of the soul serve different purposes. And just like any other tool, any other mechanism, the better you are at utilizing it and maintaining it and improving upon it, then the better it serves you. A basketball is a basketball, but a basketball is not the same in any pair of hands. What can be done with a basketball in my hands does not compare at all to what a Steph Curry or a LeBron James can do with a basketball. And what can be done with the soul by a mastermind is far beyond what can be done by a fool or someone who is ignorant to the capacities of the soul. Now, man himself is not the body nor the soul. He is a spirit and a part of Allah. He is. Absolutely. But understand that creative fate gave to spirit man a soul that he might function on the plane of soul. Gave him a body of flesh that he might function on the plane of things made manifest. Function on the plane of soul. The Prophet Jesus tells us all about the soul, especially the mind. He put emphasis on the mind. He put emphasis on the reality that inside of the mind there is a workshop and that there are tools there. And these tools are so similar to the tools that we utilize in this world to build our houses, our homes, to put our cars together, to put our computers together. The tools in the workshop of the mind are similar to those tools. And the mind is similar to your hand. And you can use your mind the same way that you use your hand. You can grasp these tools with your mind the same way that you grasp tools with your hand. And you can build things in the workshop of the mind. That's the soul plane. It is there where you are functioning. Now what happens? Let's consider this. If you are to believe that you cannot access the soul plane until the physical part of you has ceased to exist, what work then is done on the plane of soul? What work then is done on the plane of soul if you are to believe that you cannot access this place while you live here on the plane of things made manifest? Then let us remember that the true sensations, the perfumes, the odors, and the all of love are manifest on the plane of soul. So are we to think and believe that we cannot access these things? Or are we to believe that our only interaction with these things is in the physical, where we manifest interaction with the consequence of the thing, the changing part? All right? Teach thy spirit to actuate and direct thy flesh. What? If I had the ability to teach my spirit to actuate and direct my flesh, that right there alone tells me that I do not need to go anywhere to enjoy my complete and whole self. I don't have to go anywhere. The Prophet Jesus, he demonstrated that man can raise that man can raise the body, the physical body, to a higher tone and make it like the body's on high. He demonstrated that. He also conquered death. He stamped upon it. And those of us who bear witness to this, we should know that it is truly no enemy to man. It is truly no enemy to man. All right? It is a friend who, when the work of life is done, just cuts the cord that binds the human boat to earth, that it may sail on smoother seas. So see, death is not the thing that we experience every day in this world. No, death is being lied on. Death is being lied on, Moors, world, everyone. People have been lying on death. People have been telling us and telling others that death comes to take away our loved ones from us. That death will take our last breath. That it will send us to this place called hell. A place that no one wants to go. A place that no merciful God would create. Death is being lied on. That is not what death does. That is not its purpose. Death does not visit this world every day. No, that's false. And here in Moorish America, we have to do better. We have to teach our people the truth about themselves, especially our young people. We cannot allow for them to grow up and be terrorized by their own thoughts. To fear tomorrow because they are afraid that tomorrow they might die. To fear to endeavor to do greater things, to be daring, because they are afraid that they might die. We have to stop these psychological terrorist attacks. We have to stop making things that, though they are difficult, the unfolding process, it is difficult, it's supposed to be, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. Man was born with the unlimited capacity for progress. So it's not impossible. It's difficult. But if you tell ones that they don't experience their soul here, right now, every day, if you are listening, you are engaging your soul to do something, to take in information, to process that information. And what you do with that information, only your imagination can tell you that. You can do whatever you want to with it. You can make 1,000,000 videos trying to dispute what I'm saying. I'm fine with that. You can do whatever you want to do. Your mind is yours. You can change it. As a matter of fact, the wise man doubteth often and changeth his mind. It is only the fool who is obstinate and doubteth not, knoweth all things, but his own ignorance. Only the fool. Islam, if the Prophet Noble Ali made it law, it's the law. Act 7. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love, and their bodies clean with water. All Moorish Americans must keep their hearts and minds pure with love, and their bodies clean with water. This is our holy and divine Prophet Noble Ali, giving every single solitary individual who is present at the opening of a Moorish American meeting a high degree. A high degree. Your body is yours. Your soul is yours. You are experiencing them now. Through them, you function and interact with other souls and other bodies. And by the sweet breath of Allah, all of these souls and bodies are bound in one. We all, every single solitary one of us, we are bound together. We are bound together by cords. All types of cords. All sorts of things, of course. So yes, there is a spirit plane. There is a soul plane. There's a plane of things made manifest. Alright? It says that the triune Allah breathed forth and 7 spirits stood before his face. Men called these 7 spirits Elohim. That's what men called them. Alright? Allah has another name for them. That doesn't matter right now. What does matter right now is that they each has their form of life. These 7 spirits are the 7 ether planes. Each have their form of life. Alright? They each. The Prophet Noble True Ali is recorded to have said, "Wake up, you sleepy-headed Moors. Wake up. See the 7 bridges crossing in the sky. Can't you see that you are a people? See the 7 bridges, Moors. See. Get a sense of what it is that you interact with every day. Sit down. Take 7 deep breaths. Be still. Be still. Be calm. Be quiet. Open yourself up. Open yourself up. Your soul is vibrating. It's vibrating. And it's sensitive. You can pick up what's happening around you. But you have to be still and be calm. And reach. Don't reach with your head. Probe with your mind. See, y'all ain't never heard Pennington Bey talk like that. Everybody at Missionary Post number 9. This is how we build. This is how we build. Because I need Moors. I need Moors who are aware, who are conscious of the omnipotence of Allah and man. I need Moors who are aware, who are conscious that the Allah I speak about is everywhere. Everywhere. I need Moors who know and understand that what you do for man, you do for Allah. I need Moors who know and understand that His care is continued. His care is continued to us all and our love to each other. Allah works through us. And He works for us through us. It's love, peace.